What's up, guys? Arkham Knight 84 here. Just taking a little break at work. Just want to say up front, I apologize to everybody out there that for this video being late. I had a lot of things going on with the family over the weekend. I just never had the time to really sit down and present a video about this movie. And just to let you guys know up front, I am not going to go into the plot very much at all. Probably not at all. I'm going to just go straight into the likes and dislikes, because this plot, I can't tell you how many times I had to redo this damn review for the past few days because I keep screwing up. I keep forgetting plot points, and I'm just like, ugh. So, spoiler alert, I'm going to list some things about the movie, and if you haven't seen it, you need to turn this off and go watch it. But if you're still watching, it means you either don't care or you've seen the movie. So let's just get into it. It came out in 1993. It was directed by Adam Marcus, Dean Lorey, stars John D. LeMay, Carrie Keegan, Julie Michaels, Aaron Gray, Stephen Culp, and Kane Hodder. Now, Paramount dropped the rights after Part 8, from what I've heard, it flopped at the box office. Part 8 did. So they sold the rights to New Line Cinema, and Paramount owns the Friday 13th name, but New Line can use the Jason name. So from here on out, you have Jason X, or Jason Goes to Hell, at least up until they do the reboot. Now, let's just get into the likes about this movie. I really like the look of Jason in this movie. I know it's probably some people just hate the look of Jason in this movie, but I don't know what it is, but it was just neck and neck for me for this one and Part 7. I mean, those are just my absolute favorite. I just like the look of Jason to be dirty, ratty, look like he's been through hell. I mean, Part 7 and Jason Goes to Hell, in my opinion, when it comes to undead Jason, those are the best ones. That's just my opinion alone. That's just my opinion. That's fine if you disagree, but I love the look, and I love the gore effects and the demon little puppets in this movie. I really love the Terminator feel of this movie, where John D. LeMay is almost like the Kyle Reese character and protecting Sarah Connor, but it's Carrie Keegan and this baby. Really love that. And Jason's the Terminator. I mean, hell, they even have a Slaughterfest in a police station. So there has to be a lot of Terminator in this, or Terminator in the director's eye, at least the first one. I really like the story. I know this is a lot to take in. What this movie is a lot to take in if you're a hardcore Jason fan, Friday the 13th fan. This is completely different. I totally understand that. Believe me, I used to be one of the people that hated, well, maybe not hated, but didn't like this movie. It took a long time for this movie to grow on me over the years. It just feels like a fun horror movie that happens to have Jason Voorhees in it, or the character Jason Voorhees. I know Jason's not wearing a hockey mask most of the time in this movie, and that seems to be the main complaint, and some people just find it stupid with the whole body hopping. That's totally fine. You're not wrong. It's pretty hokey and out there, but like I said with the other ones, he's already an undead character with mystical elements, so you might as well go all the way with it. Now, this movie's not for everybody. Do I recommend it? If this is your first time, no, absolutely not. I do not recommend this movie. But if you really enjoyed the earlier ones, and you enjoyed the undead Jason with the mystical elements here and there, then yeah, I would say give it a chance and see if it's up to your liking. That's the best way I can put it when it comes to recommending it, because I'm just kind of on the fence. I can see why people dislike this movie. I really can, and I used to be in that crowd of people. But for some reason, over the years, I just grown to love this movie. I don't know why, but I just have. And really love the music. I do. There are times in the music, I agree, that just sound horrible. So I can't give the music the complete pass, but there are moments where I'm just like, oh, I really love this, especially in the very beginning. But when it's just like, I don't know, I'd have to play you a clip. So I'll get back to that when I redo these things, when I can actually edit my videos and show clips. Really love the ending. Come on. If you were a kid back in the 90s and you knew these movies, everybody on the playground talked about Freddy vs. Jason, and this is where it all started. And I think this movie is well shot. Like, my favorite shot in the whole movie, and by no means am I saying I'm a huge cinema photographer hound, you know what I mean? I'm not that kind of person, but there are times where I'm just like, oh man, I really love that shot, because one day I hope I can make a movie. But my favorite shot in the whole movie has to be, I don't know why it is, but it always stuck out to me, where Diana, played by Erin Gray, goes outside to the little ice machine bin, and there's a camera in the machine, or the ice bin, that's like inside facing up, so you can see her face and the moon right behind her. I don't know why, but I've always loved that shot. I love it. It's my favorite shot. And I love the fact they brought back the POV shots again. So that's a lot of fun. That's some of the things I really miss from the Friday the 13th series. Horror Easter eggs like the Necronomicon for Evil Dead, the Jungle Gym from Birds in the very end where John DeLeMay and Jason are fighting. The crate from Creepshow that's in the basement, or not really basement, under the house of Voorhees' house. Pretty cool. And plus, there's only a bunch of nods to Terminator, in my opinion. Let's see. I love the characters, but my favorite character, besides John DeLeMay, I think he's very charismatic, in my opinion. I really like the Bounty Hunter. He's my favorite. And, he has the greatest lines. Well, I can't do his lines justice. I'll just do it when I can edit these things. And I love the opening of this movie. I've always loved it. I always thought it was entertaining and fun. And, when you watch Part 8 and you just see how silly they were going, not taking themselves seriously, and you come back to this one, in the very beginning, it immediately feels different. Not only is it not Paramount anymore, but the movie feels different compared to the last one. They're almost trying to be suspenseful, scary again. And I think at times they succeed. Like, I still find the opening a little suspenseful. And the opening is just my favorite in the whole series. I mean, it's between that and Part 6. Those are my absolute favorite openings to the Jason films. So anyway, I'm going to have to split this up to my second part. The next one, I'm just going to talk about my dislikes and what I think they could have done to improve the story. So come back.